The story of Dr. Matthew.
Guy Matthew, he really wants to be a doctor. And he's like some kind of genius prodigy. He moves through school really fast, skipping the 4th grade, the 6th grade, and the 8th grade. He gets his high school diploma at 16. He gets a medical degree from WITS when he's 21. And he becomes one of the youngest doctors to ever come out of South Africa. Dr. Matthew.
And I'm okay. I'm okay.
So I've been watching Dr. Matthew live, and his account got banned. At the same time, he was live on TikTok, and he's been doing a lot on TikTok. And this time, he got arrested. Yes, he got arrested after he had done a lot of wrongs. He was giving false prescription, pretending to be a doctor. He even had evidences of degrees that he pretended to be holding. You might also be familiar with this other story of this Kenyan lawyer who is called Brian, and who had won 26 cases in the court of law without having stepped in school to study law. This must sound like a genius. So what do you think about these two people? Who was worse? Was it the Brian lawyer, or is it Matthew who was acting as a doctor? Let's find out what they did so that we look at it. And these are people who have decided to not be unstoppable. They had dreams. They used all kinds of shortcuts to live the dreams that they've been wanting to live. But is that the right way to go? Let's find out. I know you know what is right. That's why they're being arrested.
Kenyan authorities have arrested a fake lawyer, Brian Mwenda, who's falsely been presenting himself as an advocate of the High Court in Kenya. He argued 26 cases before High Court judges, magistrates, Court of the Appeal judges, and he won all 26 cases before his arrest. And I'm with Views Vote 9 right here. So he won 26 cases against lawyers who went to law school, but he's rather being punished. Those lawyers should rather be punished for letting him, the one who hasn't attended law school, win cases against them. What? What do you call a fake lawyer that wins real cases? A good lawyer. I didn't watch the show, you feel me? But my wife got on my nerves binge watching it a lot. So I caught a couple episodes with old Mike Ross right here. And this is what I'll tell you, man. You can run, but you can't hide. We will always find you, Mike. Boy went 26-0 as a fake lawyer against the real lawyers, and he outlawed them. You know, no pun intended. You see what I'm saying? Free Brian Mwenda, and all I know, y'all better not let him defend himself in the court. Y'all better not let him defend himself. Education is elevation, man.
Guys, I know we all know that Dr. Matthews was arrested. Why am I still calling him Dr. Matthew? Matthew was arrested, and that literally proves my point in my last video that entering certain spaces in a hospital is just way too easy, because man's there in the theater locker room on a live, like, no, he shouldn't even have been allowed in there in the first place, first of all. Second of all, he literally dug his own grave, because when everyone was like clocking him and realizing, whoa, this isn't making sense, when certain places were issuing statements like, no, we don't know this guy, he literally could have apologized then and be like, no, it was a facade for TikTok, or like, I'm sorry. But no, he just kept digging his own grave, and now he's arrested. Like, brother, you could have, like, why were you so adamant on proving something that you know is not true, when you could have just prevented all of this? But also, as entertaining as it is for us, it's criminal, firstly, and secondly, like, I do actually find it kind of sad. And I hope he does get help. Like, I don't know what the steps are now for this type of thing, but I really hope that his friends and family, or I don't know, the police or whatever, get him the help that he needs, because this behavior is just, it's not okay. And like, I really do feel sorry for him that he genuinely believes that, like, the things that he says are true. Like, it's sad, but like, also criminal, so he needs to be held accountable, but also helped. I don't know.
I get paid to be a doctor, not to be on TikTok.
But you're on TikTok.
He's digging his heels in.
He's doubling down here.
He's doubling down. He is literally saying that he is a doctor, but it is apparent that he is not.
So did the HPC Did they then confirm him?
No, they didn't. In fact, what they did is, give me a moment. The Health Professionals Council of South Africa has noted with concern a video of Mr. Matthews Zingelwalani, who has gone viral on social media platforms. In the widely circulated video, Mr. Matthews Zingelwalani claims to have been authorized by the HPCSA to make and distribute his video. The HPCSA would like to put on record that no authorization has been granted to Mr. Zingelwalani and I like the fact that they're calling him Mr. Never Doctor. That is them saying you ain't no doctor, to make statements on behalf of counsel stating that he's a registered practitioner. Guys, can you just wake up and decide you're a doctor? He's sick. Cindy, you've got a little bit of counsel on your side. You do a little bit of counseling. This is definitely sick.
Whether you like it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, I am a doctor. I am a doctor. Like, yegelumona, and create something of your own.
If you're watching this and you are maybe pursuing to be a doctor, or you are one and you know what it takes to become one, leave me your thoughts kindly. I just want to hear from you, because I'm feeling like this is trash. Why can you just wake up and become a doctor? You can be who you want to be, but you have to work to become who you want to be. You have to follow the procedures. And being a doctor, and it's not right. It's not right. And look at him defending himself. First he was on the locker, and then after he denies the fact that he was there, and he's trying to explain that he was just making fun for TikTok. Or some people are crazy.
Keeps digging himself further and further into the ground. I told you that Dr. Matthew was digging himself, deeper and deeper into the ground. He dug his own grave, essentially. Now he's been apprehended. He's been arrested, essentially, because he decided to go and, do those funny lives he's always doing here on TikTok, wearing surgical masks and a scrub hat, going to the hospital and parading himself as though he's actually on duty at the hospital. And then they caught him. Helen Joseph security personnel caught him. There's videos circulating all over the internet of him being tied to a chair. Apparently, he tried to escape through the hospital's bathroom window, and they caught him. Now, you've been handed over to the police. Also, the hospital has also pressed charges. Another thing is the audacity to go into staff-only spaces, because apparently he even went into the hospital's theater locker room. The audacity, that's where the medical practitioners are supposed to go. I'm pretty sure not everybody also who works in the hospital is supposed to go in there. There's special people who are allowed to go in there. I'm not a medical practitioner, so maybe the medical practitioners can be able to just clarify for us exactly, who is allowed in there. But it's the theater locker room. I'm assuming the surgeons, and the doctors only are allowed to go in there. That's their sacred space. It's a secret space where they keep all their personal belongings. You know what I'm saying? It's their personal space. Why are you going in there? It's a designated area specifically for the medical practitioners or the surgeons. Why are you going in there? Aibo, guys, the audacity. People are out just saying, oh no, he needs medical attention, he needs help. No, that is a criminal. He knows exactly what he's doing, because he walked into that hospital, with a surgical mask and a scrub hat doing lives. This is premeditated also, guys. What's worse is that the courts now have all the evidence they need. Even those lives, people were screen recording. After this whole saga went viral, me personally, if I was him, I would have just, laid low. Instead, he was trying to rebuild his TikTok, he was trying to capitalize on how viral he had become. He even printed out, I don't even know if it's an authentic, qualification that he was parading there on TikTok. I want them to go to his house and get that certification. I want them to collect all the evidence they can. There's more than enough. The videos, the lives. He was caught. The hospital cameras also, I'm sure. Pretty sure he was caught on camera at the hospital. They also made him write a statement at that hospital to clarify what he was doing there exactly. What they will do to him if he goes to prison. I don't even feel bad, to be completely honest. You dug your own grave. You could have gotten away with it.
It has always been on my TikTok. Fine, right here your statement stating that you see the things you're telling me. Just put it here in writing. That you came here, you are sorry, you were doing your video. You guys have already pressed charges, and Papa, I'm really sorry. You are causing defamation of our hospital's data. And For you to claim you are an intern in Helen Joseph Hospital, it says a lot of things. How many people have you given this medication?
No, these are my ARV medications.
And why are you saying you are bringing them to patients?
No, like
wearing a stethoscope and people that you meet outside thinking you are a doctor. Who knows what you're doing with it?
I'm not doing anything. I've never seen patients.
That's why, Papa, we have to call the police because this is a public hospital and you are coming here without any permission, talking to anybody, doing the things in our hospital and putting it on a video and people thinking that this is a Helen Joseph.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, you understand. We'll do that. No, I can't. Remember I told you that the CEO of the hospital is the one who will be accountable. I've given the information. He's not at the premises at the moment. That will be discussed with him.
I'm so sorry. I really am.
You are really wasting our time, Papa.
No, I will write.
Can you please write the statement?
I will write. But then he's taking me a video and
he's a police.
No, he works for the hospital.
He's not.
But then he told me that. Like, I'm really sorry. I'm truly sorry.
Papa, I hear that you are sorry and everything.
Okay.
The police will pardon you and the fact that you are sorry and you didn't.
Just in Dr. Matthew Lonnie has been arrested. According to the reports, it's understood that the bogus doctor walked into Helen Joseph Hospital on Sunday night just before 20 o'clock wearing a hoodie and stethoscope around his neck to shoot content for social media, pretending to be at work.
So that's how he was rewarded for the
He then tried to jump out the window
for the
and
incidents
security
he has
managed
caused.
to apprehend
So
him. He has been handed
stay
over to
tuned.
police for
I'm glad you
official
watched to
arrest.
this extent.
Hashtag
I will
Drive
keep
Lonnie.
following up and see what will happen next. Also, make sure to check my other videos. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also, click that notification bell so that you get notifications whenever we upload a new video. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Appreciate it.